The talking mushrooms of Mossy Meadow. Once upon a time, in the heart of a lush green valley, there lay a magical place called Mossy Meadow. This meadow was no ordinary field of grass and flowers. It was home to something quite extraordinary. Talking mushrooms. The mushrooms of Mossy Meadow weren't just any fungi. They had big, round caps of different colors, red with white spots, golden with shimmering stripes, and even deep blue that sparkled under the moonlight. But the most wonderful thing about them was that they could talk, sing, and even tell jokes. The curious discover Yoni sunny morning, a curious young boy named Oliver wandered into the meadow. He loved exploring new places, and his heart was always full of adventure. As he walked through the soft grass, he noticed a tiny voice calling out, "Hey, watch your step." Oliver froze. "Who said that? Down here, silly," said another voice. Oliver looked down and gasped. A small mushroom with a bright red cap and a grinning face was staring up at him. "You can talk," he exclaimed. "Of course we can. I'm Marvin, the leader of the mushrooms of Mossy Meadow. And you, young man, have very big feet." Oliver laughed. "I didn't mean to step on anyone. I've just never met a talking mushroom before." Marvin chuckled. "That's because we only talk to kind-hearted people, and you seem like a good one. Welcome to our home." A mushroom mysterio lever spent the whole afternoon talking to Marvin and his mushroom friends, learning about their favorite activities, playing riddles, singing lullabies to the stars, and holding contests to see who could tell the funniest joke. But as the sun started to set, something strange happened. One of the mushrooms, a tiny golden one named Luma, let out a worried squeak. "Marvin, something's wrong. Some of our mushroom friends have gone missing." "What?" Marvin cried. "We must find them at once." Oliver frowned. "Maybe I can help." The clue in the forest mushrooms, and Oliver searched all over the meadow. They peeked behind tree trunks, lifted fallen leaves, and even asked the wise old owl for help. Finally, they found a trail of tiny glowing spores leading toward the dark forest at the edge of the meadow. "I have a feeling our friends are in there," Oliver said. Marvin shivered. "That's the Whispering Woods. It's very spooky." "But we have to be brave," Luma said, puffing out her tiny cap. Oliver nodded. "Let's go together." The mischievous toadstool bandits carefully followed the glowing spores until they reached a clearing in the forest. There, under a twisted old tree, they found the missing mushrooms trapped inside a wooden cage. Standing guard were 3 mischievous toadstools who had long, wiggly stems and mean-looking faces. They snickered as Oliver and his friends arrived. "Who dares to enter our domain?" sneered the tallest toadstool. "I'm Oliver, and these are my friends. Why have you taken the mushrooms?" The second toadstool smirked. "'Cause we want to start our own joke club, but we're not funny. We needed the funniest mushrooms in the meadow to teach us." Marvin crossed his arms. "Kidnapping is not how you make friends." The third toadstool sighed. "We just wanted to be as fun as you guys. We're always alone in the forest." Oliver thought for a moment. "Maybe we can make a deal. If you promise to let them go, we'll invite you to join us in the meadow and teach you how to tell the best jokes." The toadstools looked at each other and finally agreed. Deal. A happy ending with a little teamwork. The toadstools freed the mushrooms, and they all returned to Mossy Meadow. Over time, the toadstools learned to be funny. They became great friends with the other mushrooms. From that day on, Mossy Meadow was not only a place of laughter, but also of friendship and second chances. And as for Oliver, he always visited his mushroom friends, knowing that sometimes even the strangest places could lead to the most wonderful adventures. And so, the talking mushrooms of Mossy Meadow continued to chat, laugh, and share their magic for years to come. The end.